we've got a few sweet things happening for tonight's power nap session. A beehive to move, a village that's about to get a little bigger, and some enchanting to level up our tools, just to make building this cottage a little easier. Hi folks, welcome back. Tonight's episode is a shorter one, 20 minutes of gentle building and quiet talk, perfect for a quick power nap or just to unwind with me as you wrap up your day. So today, we've got some precious cargo to move. I found a beehive the other day and marked the spot with a campfire. In Minecraft, you actually have to put a campfire beneath a beehive. The smoke keeps the bees calm, just like in real life. We'll move this nice and slowly. We definitely don't want to upset any bee. That's why we're doing this at night. You know, I realized I don't actually know that much about bees. So I looked a few things up. Did you know bees can dance? When a bee finds a really good patch of flowers, she comes back and does this little figure 8 wiggle to show her friends exactly where to go. A whole dance, just to share good news. Well, folks, let's start our little unwind. Take a nice deep breath. Settle into your chair, your couch, or your bed, wherever you're watching this. Take another deep breath. Let's just enjoy a little happy time with the bees. I'm getting them settled into their new home, closer to the cottage. I've already got another beehive built nearby, so soon we'll have 2. We'll have more bees flying around and a nice little honey factory going. And yeah, so about the bees, I read more into bee behavior, and I really loved this part that I read about. Imagine getting so excited about something good that you just have to dance about it. It's amazing. It's really sweet. And these bees in Minecraft are just too cute. I wanted them close enough to walk over and check in on them anytime. I'm going to have a sip of my tea as we carry on, just to let the day unwind. Get yourself tucked in, grab a blanket, throw on a sweater, whatever keeps you warm. For the next 20 minutes, I'll keep you company, and you can just let your day go. However busy it was, we're not thinking about it right now. Just let everything melt away. And while we're relaxing further, I also learned that a bee's wings buzz about 200 times every second. And that's what that makes that warm, sleepy summer buzz that we all love. I can sometimes hear them in my own garden, just buzzing on by. And some bees, I learned, do this thing called buzz pollination. So they literally hug a flower and shake their whole body to knock the pollen loose. And then they carry it to the next flower. Let's keep relaxing. Drop your shoulders. Let your jaw relax, especially if you've been clenching it the last few hours. Let your neck soften. Relax your eyebrows. Take a nice deep breath. There we go. Let's just relax for this session. You're feeling more and more at ease. And here's a fun little tidbit. As long as the honey's kept dry and cool, it doesn't spoil. Did you know they've actually found jars of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, thousands of years old? Still good because it was sealed away so well. And you can make all kinds of things with honey in real life and in Minecraft. I mean, in Minecraft, we'll be making candles. In real life, I love honey cake or tea with honey and a bit of lemon, which is a favorite of mine. So we'll make sure these bees are safe, sound, and nicely tucked in. How about you? What's your favorite tea? Are you a tea person or a coffee person? Or neither? Well, whatever it is, I hope you're having a good rest. Let's take another deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Whether you're watching the bees on the screen right now or picturing a quiet scene with your eyes closed, either is perfectly fine. You don't have to keep your eyes on the screen if you don't want to or can't. If you want to rest your eyes, that's okay. Let your day just unwind and melt away. Take another deep breath. And by the way, if you're finding this helpful, feel free to drop a comment and let me know what part you're liking so far. If you'd like a different theme for next week, or if you've got some ideas from watching my past episodes, I'd love to hear them. And if you leave a like, it helps the algorithm find this video for other folks who might need it too. In the meantime, I'll gather some vines for some more mossy cobblestone. And yeah, as I'm recording this, it's actually Sunday evening. I'm unwinding before the work week starts. Might get 1 or 2 more chores done tonight, maybe some meal prep. But I like winding down on Sunday so I can start the week fresh. And thank you for keeping me company. If you want to just doze off or just close your eyes right now, that's perfectly fine. Glad you're here with me. Thank you. Let me carve out a few more tools here. even with the cats telling me all sorts of tales about it. I wanted to just put a small enchantment on the shovel, just to get a bit more out of it. We're not doing all-in high-level enchantments just yet, just little helpful things to help us along the way. Hey bee, where's your buddy? Maybe we can get a third one. With a few dandelions for you little bees. In the meantime, I want to start a path towards the campfire. It's going to become a small picnic and campfire area in a future episode. Somewhere to sit and enjoy the fire. So we'll also do a fireplace inside the cottage. I've got one roughed in the corner for now. It's not fully decorated and I haven't built a chimney, but that's on the list. And for this, I just want this path back and forth to look natural. There you are. Hello, bee. Oh, aren't you a little tootie patootie? Got a little snack for you to get everybody in a friendly mood. And just like that, we've got 3 bees now. Good stuff. We'll slowly grow a proper little bee family to call our own. Alrighty. Path is done. We've got a baby bee. Wildflowers are planted in a good spot. Good stuff. And you know, watching these bees settle in kind of reminds me of something else we're doing tonight, because I'm needing to expand the village a little bit, and villagers need the same kind of care, so we'll get that done. Since the last episode and before this one, I realized I didn't have enough resources, so on my own time I've been mining and chopping wood to build in and get more resources for upcoming episodes. And I'm thinking about making a small storage shed. But either way, I need a lot more stone and iron and diamonds. And it's a little bit tough without enchanted tools. I've been burning through iron tools. I even had to fall back on copper tools for a while. But since there's a village right nearby here, I've been expanding it, building some beds so I can get more villagers. And yeah, eventually the enchantments that I will need will come from the librarians and the lecterns that I've built. And you know, there's something sweet about these villages. If you want them to grow, you have to take care of them. Feed the villagers, expand the beds in their homes. I had a good wheat harvest, so I made bread for everybody. And I've expanded one of their own farm plots so they'll have their own food supply. Built a few more beds. Luckily, there was already existing room in these houses, so I don't have to build them new houses just yet, but maybe in the future. And we've got everything up and running. The little ones are growing up. And yeah, I'm getting my librarians lined up so I can start trading for enchantments. It's looking a little scattered right now, I'll admit. Eventually, I want to redo the houses a little bit, add some covered areas so the villagers aren't stuck out in the rain when they work. Just make it a little bit more neat and organized. And more beds means more room, which means more villagers who get to call this place home. And this village actually started out pretty small, just 4 to 5 villagers, but little by little it's been growing. I've been feeding them and also been trading a little bit. Got myself a handy stonemason, and luckily the river around the village has plenty of clay in little nooks and bends. So the more I level up the mason, the more emeralds I get in return, and which lets me barter with the other villagers. Best part is once he's fully leveled up, he'll make lovely terracotta blocks, perfect for decorating. It's going to be a slow back and forth of bartering and figuring things out, but that's going to be part of growing the village and just getting the villagers that we need and getting the professions that we need. And yeah, we'll be working in coming episodes on, I want to make a cute storage shed, pathways. I want to make a boat dock in this village, because I've been going back and forth by rowboat a lot faster than walking, but it'll be nice to get that done as well. So we will definitely work on that part. All right, we will slowly finish up our day, gather everything that we need. One of the things about playing in peaceful mode is that you don't get loot dropped from fighting mobs. That's okay. I did read up on it, and the way around that is to enchant a fishing rod. So, alright, let's get this fishing rod set up. Luck of the Sea. This is the enchantment that I got. And this way, the water can be a little bit more generous instead, so we will fish for loot instead of fighting for it. And then we'll also need for my diamond pickaxe so that I can get more diamonds out of the mine, more ore. I'm going to add fortune and enchant it to that one. What that means is when I mine, I'll get a little bit back, a little bit more back for the effort. Feels fitting, honestly, a small boost for all the work that's gone into this place so far. And we'll get all the tools sorted for tonight. Fishing rod is now luckier. The pickaxe is now also more lucky for good fortune. Little upgrades. Quietly working in the background from here on out. And that's kind of how most good things happen, isn't it? Not all at once, just small, steady improvements. One enchantment, one bed, one bee at a time. I think it's a good place to leave it for tonight. The bees are home and settled. The village has a little bit more room to grow, and now our tools are just a bit more ready for whatever we build next. Thank you for spending this 20 minutes with me, however your day went. So sleep well or go enjoy the rest of your evening now that you're refreshed. And I'll see you next time here at our quiet corner. Good night.